We are officially live. Welcome to Tuesday Talk. We are coming to you every Tuesday morning at 9 o'clock, and this is just real talk. We wanted to create a live stream where there's no fluff, no interviews. It's just real conversation. We never know which direction this conversation will take. Nothing is scripted or planned in advance. So, who knows? Who knows? But if you are watching, we encourage you to ask questions because we will answer them for you. So, how's everybody doing? I'm here with DJ and Edie, two of my very good friends. How are you guys?
Good.
Great. Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday.
I know. I love it. It's this week is going to go fast because I fly to Ohio on Thursday to speak for Pickerington's Chamber of Commerce.
Mm-hmm.
And so I know that this week it's like, that week that you're leaving, it's just super, super fast. So it's going to fly.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Traveling.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Thank
Stay
you.
safe out there. Going back home. I know that's part of home.
It is home. So yeah, I'll be in Columbus. Oh, awesome. Tuning in.
Oh, that's
from
right.
Ohio. I love
Alex is my friend. Alex, my sweetheart.
she's
in Ohio. You should.
That's so cool. So
Real
I will
talk,
be in
no
Pickerington.
She's going to be on my show.
On the 20th. Alexandra, I don't know if you're near the Columbus area. I'm originally from Youngstown, Ohio, so I'll be spending most of the week up in that area. But on the 20th, I will be down in the Columbus area. So I'm pretty stoked. If you are anywhere around there, we have to say, hey, we got Atlanta in the house. I love it.
All right, cool.
Good morning, Chris. Chris Stone is here. Pull up those comments. You want to click on them? We're practicing. She's learning her restream, folks. Thank you so much. It's really exciting.
Is that what I do? Wait.
Well, we could do that. You can leave that there. So I'm going to give her a quick tutorial while we're live.
Yeah,
right?
I've not used Restream before, so this is new to me. I've been a StreamYard person, so.
Right. So this is one fantastic part of Restream is that you can pull the chat. So everybody go ahead and drop some more comments for us. So Deanna can see that they're going to populate up now. That's how we get the comments on the bottom that you pick.
I love that though, because I get to say shout out to Ohio, and then we've got Atlanta in the house, so we get to say hey.
So Chris is going to be coming to PodFest, VidFest, and I'm going to get to meet him in person. I'll be speaking, he'll be speaking, and it's going to be great.
Oh,
I'm
cool.
so excited.
Everybody, so are you speaking this month, DJ? Is your event this month?
Next month. It's next month, May.
Okay. Because I'm speaking later next week. Next week?
Are you speaking next week? You're in Texas, huh?
Yeah, I'm in Texas.
There we go. Live stream tutorial. There we go. There's our first chat.
Off the
rail. So Restream has this amazing function where you can have the chat up in the window and you don't have to do any of the work. It's literally right there. And if the chat goes haywire, hey, everybody's going to read it. So just like that, once the chat starts coming in, it starts firing up. It gets really fun. You can see all the emojis. You can see the comments, even side commentation. At this point, it's public, everybody's comments. And that's one thing I really love about Restream that is different about StreamYard. And a lot of people really don't use that. And I'll say this, I don't use it because my show tends to be a little bit more serious and we have serious discussions. And I know the chat can get really fun and you really want to pump them up, get them as excited as possible and let them have their own inner conversations, right? We're building community, we're building engagement. And that's really why the chat in Restream, I don't use it because it can get a little fun, too fun. And it takes away from the quality of the show that I'm talking about. I don't want to distract my guests, but it really is an amazing feature and it's really fantastic. And it just, for this show, I think it would be great, right? Because now we're just talking, we really want to engage, throw in some questions, whatever you want to do. It's just a really different. And the other thing was the pairing, right? With Restream, we can pair. So we can see that there's other viewers, other people engaging in our conversation based on the different platforms that we are streaming to. So if it's my YouTube or my LinkedIn or your YouTube or your LinkedIn or Twitch or wherever we're coming in from, that's another amazing thing and feature about Restream that really puts it over the top for me, for StreamYard.
I love it.
Yeah.
There are similarities to StreamYard, which made it comfortable when I logged in today because I'm like,
Mhm.
okay, I know this, I can see this, but then there are some differences, which the differences are pretty cool. I can see the value in
Mhm.
Restream over StreamYard. And the pairing is one. I think that's super cool because I noticed yesterday when I set this up, I got a notification that you had paired it or somebody had paired it, and I figured
Me,
that it was
yeah.
you.
Yeah.
I figured it was you. And yeah, that's pretty cool because now all these other people are able to see this stream on your platform as well, and we
Well,
get
I
to
feel
talk to more
bad
people.
now. I should have paired mine.
You should
Oh,
feel
Eve,
bad,
next
I'm
Amy.
week,
like,
girl. Next
you
week.
know,
Next
yeah,
week. We
next
got
next.
this.
Well, I won't
Next
be here next week, but the week
Oh,
2 weeks later,
Okay.
I'll be gone for 2 Tuesdays.
Oh,
2
for 2
Tuesdays.
Yeah.
Tuesdays, because
2
you're speaking
Tuesdays.
in
We're
Texas?
We're
driving.
gonna need
Yeah.
a guest. We're
Yeah, we're
gonna need
gonna
a
be
guest.
driving. Yeah, you do.
We're
We're
gonna
gonna
have
be
Yeah.
to find
driving,
someone
so
to come
that's
and jump
why
on.
it's gonna take me so much longer.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I love
But
that
it's
we are
fun.
all getting back out in the speaking world. I really, really do because it I missed it. I missed hitting the stage and meeting people and
Yeah.
traveling. Yeah, let's be
I
really
know.
honest.
What a
The travel
concept.
was a lot of fun. And,
Yeah.
you know, thank goodness for Zoom and for platforms where you're able to talk to other people and still get your message out and still bring value. But there's something about
Mhm.
being in person that is just so much better.
That's true. Oh my gosh, the chat. I
Yeah,
love it.
we've
I
Thank
got
know
you
some
I'm
so much.
getting
questions.
the
Okay,
So
realization.
go for it.
Alexandria asked what type of marketing do I do? All digital marketing, so website design, social media marketing, email marketing, SEO, and paid ads. And I'm actually speaking about email marketing in Columbus. And I saw you were from Lorraine, a few messages down, and I'm from Youngstown. So I think you are like an hour away from me because I'm right between Cleveland and Pittsburgh. Go ahead, Edie. What are you speaking about? She wants to know.
Oh, the topic that I'm speaking about is called overcoming video phobia. I'm gonna be speaking at an event I think it's in Richardson, Texas, which I understand is like, I don't know, some minutes away from Dallas. It's not
You're in
too,
Texas. So you're
yeah,
in
I'm in
Texas.
Texas.
Okay.
But just so
Represent
people could
Texas.
know what part of Texas. So I guess that's East
Huge.
Texas or something. Yeah, so I'm speaking at Virtual Expert Live, which is an event for virtual assistants, or better term, virtual experts. And the theme is about fears and overcoming various fears that you face in your business. So because I'm on video and YouTube in particular, I'm going to be presenting on overcoming video phobia. So I'm looking
That's
forward to it. It's going to
good.
be a good presentation. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a really good topic. 'Cause I know when I talk to my clients, and not so much anymore, because people are a lot more used to video. At least my clients are more used to video
Mhm.
than they were even a year ago. And if I would say you need to go live, now they know I'm going to tell them that. They would get this look of horror on
Right.
their
Yeah.
face, like,
Yeah.
wait, what?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, no. So that's a pretty cool topic because that is important. You've got to be on video in some
Yeah.
capacity, or you have to
And
be
yeah.
doing video. You don't necessarily have to be on video, but you need to
Right.
be
And I
doing
talk
video.
about that too, because I'm going to go over 5 different myths that usually people use as to why they shouldn't or can't go on camera or just do video. And so I'm just going to bust those myths and just give them alternative options of what they can do. And one of them is people do have a fear of being on camera, which I wasn't comfortable being on camera either. And so I give them options of faceless videos that they can do, so that they
Awesome.
can still have a presence out there with video, but not necessarily have to be in front of the camera all the time.
Oh, I love that, Edie.
Yeah.
I do too.
Yeah, that's a good one. Because being like in the front and center is difficult. I find it's a little bit more digestible if you're like using Loom, like we talked about last week, in a
Mhm.
smaller corner
Right.
where you're have more of a presentation style, and it takes a little bit more of the nerves and the edge off a little bit in that presentation or in the speaking. So
Yeah.
I agree with that, and that would
Yeah.
help tremendously if I had a
Yeah.
coach like you, like a long time ago. Like, help me,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
I want to say hi to the chat. Like, Tim's here. I'm so excited. Giannis, I'm so glad you're participating in this conversation. This is great.
It is
Pinot
great.
Grigio. It's a little early right now. The joke. Pull that up because I love the joke. And Chris,
That is too funny.
Anthony, I saw your comment here. Hi, Anthony. He's also podcaster. He's going to be coming up with a virtual conference that he's got just great talks on kidney care. He was on my show and he was a wonderful guest. So yeah, glossophobia, unless you share a glass.
I love it.
So
Alexandria wants to know, how do you all get your speaking gigs? I got mine because the person that invited me to speak at their event is a client of mine, and I've spoken at her event previously. Other than that, I've also submitted myself to events to present. But it's either I'm asked or I submit myself. So
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
I got invited.
Go ahead.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I got invited and then I applied when they had like openings for looking for speakers or presenters for a conference or a virtual event.
Yeah. I've done both too, applied or have been invited. Now, the one that I'm speaking at in Pickerington actually came through because I'm a certified partner with Constant Contact, which is an email platform. And once you go through their training and their certification, if you want, you have the option to be presented as a speaker representing them, I think. However, that never really came up, but they did want to talk about email. So this particular Chamber of Commerce went through Constant Contact, and they are in Ohio, and I was defaulted still to Ohio, even though I now live in Florida. That setting didn't change, but that was a win-win because I got to go home and still speak to them. But that came through Constant Contact, this last one.
Yeah.
And you never know where they come from. Really networking, even just networking and really getting out there and meeting new people.
For sure.
Yeah.
Networking is a great one. Showing up at different events within your expertise, right? So, Alex, I know you're a nurse. You're working on your PhD. I mean, she's really in the medical. She's coaching. She's helping students. She's an educator to other nurses. So she, there's so much value in that. And so being around other nurses and other virtual events that are going to be doing medical presentations, I'm sure would be, putting yourself out there. And she does videos every day. Alex is amazing. Like, she is not scared of video in any kind of way. Good. So I love it. Hi, Cheryl. Ashwin, thank you.
Have you all written books? I've not written my own book, but I was part of a collaborative project 2 years ago, I think. And that's the closest that I've ever come to writing a book. It was just literally a chapter.
Yeah. I have written ebooks, very short ebooks, and it has been on my bucket list to write a book. So I have pieces and parts of what might one day might come together as a book. But for whatever reason, that seems to go on my back burner. And I wish I had more motivation or something to inspire me to dig in, because I really, really want to complete this book, but it just seems like everything else gets in the way and that just goes by the wayside. So if you have any suggestions, I am all ears. I can get motivated to do that.
Oh, okay. Oh, look, I got a D Live podcast. Okay, that's a good question. So D Live is I'm sorry to cut you off, Deanna. I just saw
No, I'm done. No, you're good. You didn't cut me off.
Okay. So the D Live up in the corner in the chat, that came paired from my channel. So we never know what we're gonna get. So this is really cool. It says, what is this podcast about? And it's about entrepreneurship. So we actually talked about this. It's really about get going, entrepreneurship, starting and going for it, tools we use, tips, tricks, just exploration of it, not being scared. And I know part of the chat right there, you can't be scared of video. So yeah, thank you, Alex. Don't worry about the English. We're inclusive.
There was another comment here. I want to make sure that we get to everybody.
Yes.
Sure.
I've been a trainer, spoke at real events, addressed thousands of people at a time, but now I can't seem to do a 5-minute video, scared of judgment.
You can pull that
And that's from
comment up.
Ashlyn.
There we go. I was
Ashwin,
trying
thank
to
you,
find
hanging
it over
out.
on the side.
Yeah, love
I can
Restream.
relate. I understand that. I am super comfortable when I'm standing in front of people speaking, and I'm more nervous when I'm doing a video. So I can totally understand that. I don't understand. I don't know what the reasoning is. I'm not, licensed as a psychologist to figure out what the reasoning behind that is, but I can totally understand where that comes from. But we just have to push past it and still create. Obviously, I create more videos than I do live presentations. So I've gotten used to it, but just keep doing it.
Absolutely. And I wonder if maybe some of that fear, and I'm guessing, I'm going to just take a stab at it, right? Is because in person, if you mess up, nobody's really going to say that. They're going to compliment you, or they just walk out of the room. But people are like super courageous.
Yeah.
And I
When you
use
can't see them.
courageous loosely
Yeah. Yeah.
to
Yeah.
say whatever they want to
Yeah.
say when they're on their keyboard. And when it
Yeah.
comes to insulting or
Right.
criticizing, and
Right.
criticism is one thing, right? But being insulting is another. So I wonder if maybe that might be part of the fear, is like, what will somebody comment on? Will they
Right.
make a comment about this or that, something that they would never say to your face,
Right.
but they have no problem saying it online? Which,
I,
who cares?
I know. Yeah. You shouldn't care.
Who
But I think
cares?
I remember one of the things that I had noticed or felt was that I had better interaction when I'm live and in person. You can see the person's reaction. You can see if it's resonating with them. You can
Yeah.
see if they're enjoying it. Whereas when you're doing video, you can't, because you're literally just looking at a camera and you have no idea how the person that's receiving it is receiving it until they've commented. And so it did take me a while. I don't remember how long, but once I started to get comments and people were like, oh, I got it. I understand it. You're the only video that made sense, or I really understand your style of teaching, or what have you. That's when I then realized, okay, what I'm doing is resonating, and that my content isn't for everyone, and everybody's content is not for everyone. There are specific people that can understand what you're saying and how you're saying it. And that's all you need to focus on, and you ignore the rest.
Absolutely.
I love
Absolutely. And I
that.
love what
Yeah.
Alexandria says.
Yeah.
Keep doing it.
Yeah,
Gets
you keep
easier and
doing it. It does
easier.
get easier. Yeah, it does get easier. You have to push
Yeah.
past
It-
it.
I want to
Now-
go back to publishing too when we get a chance. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Alexandria did ask a question in reference to any specific sites where to look, and I think she was referencing speaking engagements.
I believe
And
so. Yeah.
yeah, and I know that there are Facebook groups, as well as there are other groups that you can become a member of and get access to events that are pitching and looking for speakers. And one of them that I know of is called Speakers Playhouse. And so you can, I think they meet every Thursday morning
Huh.
Eastern time. Don't quote me on the time, but it is Speakers Playhouse. She could check out that one. And I can't remember, there was a group I used to be a part of on Facebook, and I can't remember the name of that one, unfortunately.
Interesting. Yeah. I
And
know there are a lot of different
congratulations.
things out there. I'm sorry, DJ. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say congratulations to her when she said she just got an opportunity to speak before this live.
Oh, she did?
Mm-hmm. It was
Oh,
in the comments.
cool.
Oh, awesome. I like
Congratulations.
that. Yeah.
Side
Oh,
data,
wow.
because yeah, education or
Oh,
healthy
okay, yeah,
workplace.
Stigma Play. Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. So
Oh,
that's it.
excellent.
You go, girl, and then you keep building. Anthony, yes. Talk to the camera. Great advice. I'm going to take that from you. I'm going to tell you a little story real quick. Last night, I had my show and I was going back and I was processing it into script to make my clips. And I noticed I wasn't looking at the camera when he's talking, when my guest is talking. So it looks like, because I'm looking at him on the screen, but I'm not looking directly at the camera. So it looks like I'm not, now it looks like I'm not paying attention, even though I was totally paying attention.
Right.
So I appreciate that. Look at the camera. It feels weird.
It is hard.
looking
though.
at the little circle, and I want to look at faces. We want to look at human faces.
Yeah,
We wanna look at
that's the
expressions.
that's the only issue I have whenever I'm on even if it's just a Zoom call or if it's a call like this, when I speak, I look at the camera, but then when I'm listening, I have to look at you guys. So all I've done is just sort of maneuvered my screen so that it's under my camera. So it just looks like I'm looking down a little bit, but I'm still, I have to see the person. I have to look at you. I can't look at the camera when I'm
Yeah, I'm
receiving the information. I just can't.
I'm the same way. I do that too, especially on Zoom calls. I'll like slide it over and lift it
Yeah,
up so their face
Yeah.
is right below
yeah,
my camera so I can
yeah.
look at them. It is hard though. Like in something like this where there's 3 of us, I find myself looking down when you were
Yeah.
talking, Edie, because
Oh,
I
it
feel
happens so
rude to look
much.
up.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Um,
that is good advice. That's definitely really, really good advice.
One thing I wanted to say was for Alex with speaking was introduce yourself as a speaker. Say, I'm a speaker when they ask. Put that into your thing if that's what you're really seeking, those types of
right, yeah,
opportunities, because they're not going to know and you want them to know. So you have to identify yourself as a speaker. So it's like, oh, okay, you're educator, and then all the other wonderful things and work that you do.
I
Right.
agree with Billy. There needs to be a computer monitor created where there's a camera in the middle of the screen.
Oh, yeah. He's
Amen.
gonna
Billy,
come up
work
with
on
that.
that. Can you work on that for
I
us?
know, right?
I agree.
Light bulb just went off. This is
I know.
amazing work.
Right, there's so many great ideas. We just need people to create them.
I know, yeah. But
And
that's a
it sounds so
brilliant
And
easy,
then
idea.
it
doesn't
puts
it?
all the people around. So make a circle monitor with the
Oh,
camera in the middle, and then put all of you
yeah,
have you
Right?
can kind of maneuver it. Yeah, I like
And then you
that.
can drag and drop who you're talking to in the middle, so you're making eye contact with that particular person, or it just automatically goes to
mhm,
the center if
yeah.
they're
I love
speaking,
it.
right? Just like speaker mode does.
Or just
Yeah,
all of these platforms just allow us to manipulate it so that it's really easy for us to at least put it in line with our camera instead of having to, like right now, what I'm doing is I have 2 monitors. So I kind of have my screen split between the 2 because of where my camera happens to be. And so it would just be so much easier if I could, smoosh it in. I can do that
yeah.
on Zoom, but not on this one because there's just too many windows and stuff going
Ye-
on.
So right, I agree. With Zoom,
Yeah.
you can manipulate. You have separate screens.
Right.
You can minimize, and you can rearrange it differently. But in Restream, you can't. And I do have that same problem where I want to put maybe my guest up right underneath the camera,
Right,
but
that's what I
I
do.
can't pull out the chat. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
yeah,
So, and then put the
yeah,
chat somewhere else, or the transcribing that I
right,
love in Zoom,
yeah,
because I like to read it and I like to process the words and the
right,
conversation in that kind of way.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah. What's up,
Oh,
Chris? Firebird
that is
Streams. I
cool.
love it. What's going on,
I
friend?
love it.
Like in a ring light shape. Oh my gosh, this is great. Yes.
Right? That's how I
Giannis.
picture it.
Giannis.
And then you could do the ring light around it so you've got great lighting.
Oh my God.
Not if you're wearing
Got it.
glasses.
Well,
Not if
you know
you're
what? You're right.
wearing
'Cause you can
glasses.
see if I lift up, you can see my light.
Yeah, yeah,
I've got to prop it and keep it
yeah.
lower.
That's the only downside about a ring light. Great invention, but not for
Yeah.
people that wear glasses.
Yeah,
Mm.
definitely.
That kind of
I
stuff.
never expected this conversation to go to speaking
I
gigs.
know. That's
Never.
cool.
In fact, I had like little prompts before we started. I'm like, okay, if the conversation doesn't take off, like, here's what we could talk about. Although we've not needed it so far, we've always found something to talk about organically, but never did I think we'd be talking about speaking, which is so cool because we all love it. DJ and I are both part of Toastmasters, which has been a wonderful experience for me. I've learned a whole lot from them. And Edie and I met speaking in Chicago. Actually, we met at
Oh
a
my
conference.
God. Yeah, sorry. I just saw what Chris posted about Plexicam. This,
Plexicam.
yeah.
Oh, do
That
tell,
sucker,
Chris.
what we just said exists already.
Okay.
What
All
we
right.
just talked about exists.
You're
I just
kidding.
went to the website. Yes.
Nice. Okay. Okay. So I'm learning. I love this. This is why I love
I
this when we
didn't know
talk
this.
about
And
stuff.
I love finding tools or platforms or apps that make video creation easy and simple. And they're calling it a teleprompter alternative.
Interesting.
And you put your camera on this. It's literally a plexiglass thing that hangs over your monitor, and you can move it wherever you want. So you can, the camera could be here, and that's exactly where I'm looking. That's
And
cool.
how's the quality? Have you tried it before? Or Chris, have you tried it? What's the
I'm
quality of that
fascinated.
Yeah,
camera? Is
Chris,
it
please let us know what your
that
And
experience
he's
is.
on Amazon, so I'm sure. Like, I'm surprised I haven't heard of something. But is this new? How long has this been around? I'm very
Yeah,
I'm
intrigued.
loving it. I love hearing
yeah,
about new tools too that make
me
life
too.
easier.
Yeah.
I'm
For
sorry, Billy.
content
I guess your
creators.
idea is already out there.
Aw.
But it's super cool idea. I love it. If you
I
didn't say that,
know.
I wouldn't be learning about Plexicam right now. So
Yeah.
Right. No, that's definitely for put it in the I have to try. I'm gonna go look it up
yeah,
here. Send an affiliate link if you got one, Chris.
definitely. If you've got
Share
an
it.
affiliate, put it in the
Yeah,
chat.
we'll share. Oh, Salty's here. What's going on, Salty? He was last night up in my stream. Thank you for the compliments. I didn't want to pull it up through the conversation, but always super sweet and supportive. People say that our tools and they don't make our life easier. You're so funny. Don't mind Salty. He's the comedian. He comes with some funny stuff. This is
I'm
really
gonna
fun.
I
What?
should be able to share my screen, right? Do you guys want to see what
Yeah.
At the
Plexicam?
bottom.
Ha
My
ha
idea
ha.
is less.
Oh, my idea is less distracting. Well, yeah, when you see what this is, then you'll probably get what he's talking about.
Oh, great.
Oh wait, I see it over here. Hold
Yeah,
on.
you have
I think
to,
I've got to.
yeah,
There we go.
there it is.
Ooh.
Oh,
So I think
very
that
cool.
I can understand how it can be distracting because I like to not only sometimes talk to, whoever it is, my audience or my clients or what have you, but then also share my screen. So if you are, then it can be, I think, a bit distracting, but
Yeah.
I love the concept. I think it would work perfectly like right now if I was using it.
So does that
Wow.
move automatically that camera as
I guess no, I
like
mean, I figure
or
you
No,
put it
that
where
just
you
tells
want
you
it.
move
the
it?
different positions it can go in.
I think it's just showing you
Yeah,
the
the different
variety of
yeah,
The
movement.
different ways you can
yeah.
use it.
So you can do
That
it
is pretty
vertically
cool, but yeah, you're right,
or
Billy. It could be
horizontally.
distracting, but it's there.
I
So it's
still, yeah, I still think that's impressive.
I
it
think
is
what I like
impressive.
is that you can put it here, and then if you need to move it, you'd be able to just
Right,
move it and leave it where you need
exactly.
it because the plexiglass makes it clear so you can still see through and work.
Right,
Keep your eye on, the
yeah.
chat and whatever it is you're sharing. Maybe if it's a presentation, and I can see it.
Yeah.
Mm,
Now, the
it's
only thing is it's going to have a cable. So I guess, well, yeah,
Mm.
that'll be fine, I guess. It depends on,
Do
I
they have
wouldn't have it
wireless
low
cameras?
down. So
They have wireless cameras. I know you shouldn't use wireless, really, right? We always want a stable wired
I've
connection.
never used the wireless HD webcam.
But I'm curious, I guess you could
Yeah.
use a wireless webcam in this situation as an alternative if
Yeah.
the cable is.
And you could use this if you wanted to, yeah, you can use this perfectly if you wanted to use your monitor as a teleprompter. That's where it
That's
really
pretty
comes in
cool.
handy. Yeah, that's pretty neat.
It's very cool. I
Excellent.
love it.
Thank you
New
so
toy
much.
to check out.
Oh my
Yeah,
god. Salty!
for sure.
Your friends are getting out of control over there,
It's
DJ.
so early, but he's overseas. Salty, what time is it where you're
We
at? I know
need
it's
a
not
hug.
early. Oh my
This
gosh.
escalated
You
quickly.
wanted some Tuesday talk, whatever, anything goes. There we go. We're going to have to do a little.
No, real talk, right? So
Real talk. Oh my gosh.
we
This
said it's
escalated
unscripted.
quickly. I know. But I
But
guess this is just funny. I mean, this is just the way it goes, right? When you're live streaming, you don't know. Anything could pop in the chat. So I think this is a good time to teach about how 5:30. Okay.
Oh, that's
So
why.
I know it's kind of late over there.
Oh, okay.
So since my show's at 6:30 at night, it's hard for, I mean, it's got to be like early in the morning over there.
Right. So we're
But
what,
yeah.
9:30 a.m. here.
Yeah. A little
There you
early
go.
for that.
I haven't looked to see what time is it here.
Well, and you're Central Time, Edie. So for you, it's a little early.
No, I'm Eastern.
She's New
You're
York.
Eastern too?
Yeah.
I thought
yeah.
we're Texas. Darn it.
Yeah,
Now I'm
you're-
like,
Oh yeah,
"Ooh."
no. I'll be traveling there. I don't live
We
there.
traveling.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. We
I
made
heard there
reference
was
to
that
Texas
one
earlier.
thing, an explosion underground or something in New York City yesterday. Something. I think it was downtown, like in Manhattan. I know you're a little off from there, but
I'm
did you
in
hear about that? I thought I
Brooklyn,
saw a
but
clip.
I
Maybe I was
I
dreaming.
truth be told, I don't watch local news. I don't really
Oh, that's
watch the
probably
news that
smart.
much. I read newspapers, but I don't, yeah.
I
So I
thought
don't
I
know.
saw
I have
something.
not.
Maybe
It would
not.
normally I'd get some kind of notification, but I haven't seen. Yeah, that's a new one on me.
Yeah, I'll have
I'm
to
not
check
aware
and
of that.
see.
Yeah.
Oh, they have
Uh,
different holders. So you can use your
Yeah,
phone as
you
a
can use your
webcam.
phone. Yeah, when I saw that, I was like, yeah, you could put your phone there for sure.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
That's
Wheels are turning
interesting.
now. I
I
know. I'm like
know,
that.
right?
We have a
Yeah,
emoji.
I like that.
Jenny. What's up, Jenny? And you're on
Yeah.
Twitch? I love it. Throw me some
Hi,
emotes. I want to
Jenny.
see some emotes on Twitch. Let's see if they pop up. I know Restream just kind of gives you the text of the emote, and that's one thing I don't like. I wish Restream would show the emotes from Twitch, because Twitch is an awesome platform.
Hmm.
I
I
have
really
not
like
been on
it.
Twitch.
It's fun. It's just fun.
I
Is
thought it
it?
was for gamers, so it's not just for gamers?
So let's
Sorry.
talk about that, DJ, because
Oh,
you're
Oh,
a
yeah.
sorry.
pro. Like, you know Twitch. Yeah, teach us about it.
Okay. I love Twitch. All right. And I'll tell you why. Because when we first started, all our friends were on Twitch. Oh, look, there's the emotes. Okay. Thank you,
Okay.
Salty, for throwing me some
Oh, cool.
emotes.
Oh,
See, so
wait,
when you
it
pull it up
doesn't.
in the comments, it pulls up
No, it
Oh, it's
doesn't.
words.
text.
But
Oh,
you can, but I guess this is
but in
nice to
the
know. But in the chat
yeah.
over,
Okay.
I don't know, whatever.
Interesting. Okay.
All right.
It's
Well,
involved.
Chris, you're on LinkedIn, so we get the standard. Twitch has evolved
Yeah.
a little bit, but yeah, Twitch is fun. And like, yeah, traditionally it was the gamers platform, but again, with the pandemic, it has evolved. There's all kinds of streamers, music, cooking, yoga,
Oh,
all
wow.
kinds of
It has
athletic
evolved.
Really?
stuff,
Okay.
drumming. Yeah, anybody that plays a different kind of musical instrument. There's all kinds
Right.
of I think different entertainers have their own Twitch channels and they go on there quite frequently. So you can follow your favorite streamers. They have like all kinds of different things. So no,
So
it's not just gaming. They have the chat,
right.
the talking one, where if you have a talking show, you can at least plug yourself into that. But it's more than just gaming, for sure, for sure.
Okay.
And I've been able to monetize it. So
I was just
no.
about to ask, so
Yeah.
what are the perks of using it in comparison to all the other platforms, and who would best be suited using Twitch?
Okay, so I love Twitch because it's definitely a little bit more less serious, right? So LinkedIn, you have
Okay,
your business
right.
chat, you have a more presentable audience that's probably maybe checking in from work. But,
Right.
but on Twitch, you got, just young people that want to throw silly emotes. And in Twitch, they have these things that Restream doesn't let you kind of do some overlay, like the cool graphics that some of the other Twitch streamers see, where you can like give them tips or money or subscriptions and stuff like that. So in
Okay.
Restream doesn't have the full capability like Streamlabs would. And this is where we start to get technical and deep. But if you use Streamlabs and you overlay and you use the virtual cam, then you get more of it. Twitch handle is Silver Fox Talks. I use the same handle all across my social media. But right now I'm streaming, so jump over there. And yeah, I mean, it just has you can throw like bits. So if you're on Twitch, throw me some bits. Now, the bits you won't be able to see. Bits is real money. So
Okay.
thank you for the
Oh.
bits. Every bit is percentage, right? You're going to get that back later on. So that's where it's monetized. If you have to get over 50 followers, you have to be streaming at least 8 hours a month. It's also not glitchy, and it's actually
Um,
faster. So if you're on
Okay.
Twitch, the stream is almost 10 to 15 seconds ahead of the LinkedIn stream. So you're
Oh,
catching actually
wow.
like YouTube is actually sometimes the conversation's even quicker than
Right.
LinkedIn. There's always a delay. I feel like LinkedIn is usually the
Mhm.
last,
Well, it's been
like
the
the
last to sort of adapt in every
yeah,
capacity.
in
So,
everything.
yeah,
So
yeah,
on Twitch you have emotes. On Twitch you can throw bits. On Twitch, um, it's just a lot more interactive for the audience in that
right,
sense. It's
right,
not as dry as just leaving hard comments of text, if
right.
that makes sense.
Interesting. So
Yeah,
then this
but
Yeah.
this show would be good on Twitch because
Yeah.
it's
yeah, it sounds
lighthearted
like
and
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
just trying to
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
figure out what kind of content would make sense on Twitch. So definitely conversations, interviews, but
Cooking, art, people painting, people talking about anything and everything they do, hobbies, right? You think of hobbies, maybe, anything you can put a camera in front of.
right,
You have like in real life streaming where you're out in the community, it's super dangerous, but it
right,
happens. You have people that stream out from live from their phones mobily. So Twitch is just really
ah,
like fun in the sense where it's, obviously LinkedIn has its business to business, it's very
right,
business to consumer, and that's its professional uh audience. But
right,
all right,
right.
Twitch is for almost anyone. I know you have young people, older
I
people,
love it.
creatives.
Okay, that's good to know. And is it primarily streaming only or pre-recorded?
It's streaming. It's streaming,
Okay, because
streaming.
y'all
Yeah.
know I'm the pre-recorded
We know
queen.
you're
So,
We
you're
know
the
you're
pre-recorded queen.
pre-recorded. Music
I think
is
I'm gonna
good for
check out
Twitch.
Twitch
but
this week.
that's
Make a
just gets
Twitch.
my
Yeah.
mind thinking. Yeah, I
Yeah.
just always that's for gamers, and
No.
I'm thinking,
Yeah.
yeah,
No.
I
I feel
haven't evolved. Now I'm evolving. So
Yeah, I love my I just got a little deposit, a little something something, and it's
yeah,
really nice. It's that right when we're trying to build that
awesome.
passive income. So
yeah,
thank you for the
yeah,
bits. If you threw me bits, I can't see them, but hey, I appreciate them.
cool,
Yeah.
excellent.
So
Yeah, I like that
Billy
idea.
asked how many platforms are we streaming this on this morning? So
What?
what,
Oh,
YouTube,
Oh,
Facebook, LinkedIn?
and
Did
Twitch.
you connect Twitch
I did.
Yeah, Twitch is connected.
That's
and
my
Twitch?
Twitch.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's right, that's right, that's
yeah,
right.
Twitch,
So
Twitch.
what,
Yeah.
4 different platforms?
Ooh, Anthony, I love that. Get your music, yeah, on Twitch. Have guitar players, piano players, drum play. I mean, you play it, and you got a Twitch channel, and you want to stream. Go for it, Alex. I saw you asking. I mean,
People even sleep on Twitch,
oh
and
What?
yeah,
thousands of people are watching.
I love Twitch.
And
It's
you
wild. No OnlyFans, not for me, not
I know,
personally.
I saw that when you said that earlier, I started laughing.
That's not a
oh
platform I
my
stream to, but
word. That is
I love
hysterical.
it.
maybe you can. I don't know. I don't have any account on there, so. But bluegrass music, that sounds amazing.
How
But
about this one? Do you know this answer?
yes, of
The
course you can.
StreamYard, you can stream to Twitch. That was a little bit of a tongue twister for
Right,
me,
right.
Adam.
Yes.
You
Okay. So on StreamYard, I think when you pay, you get the 3 channels, right? When you on the first paid plan, if I remember correctly, you get 3 channels.
Yeah.
Another perk of Restream, I'm going to tell you right now. Restream, you only pay for 3 and you have to pick your 3. So at that point, you're like prioritizing. Okay, where's my following, right? Am I going to hit it YouTube? You always want to hit YouTube. It's the search engine. Edie,
Right.
you've talked about that in a
Yeah.
past episode last week or the week before.
Yeah.
So you got to hit the YouTube. LinkedIn, it's your business platform. That's where you're going to really do some powerful networking, get some connections, really build your business, build your, it doesn't matter. Build your business. Okay.
Yeah.
But I think at that point you left with a third option, and like, what do you fill it with? Do you have a Twitch following yet? Probably not. Are you going to find a lot of people that are in the nursing, medical on Twitch? I don't know. So that's where you have to kind of play with that on StreamYard. But on Restream, you have the capability. And Deanna, you're going to say how many platforms you instantly had available to you. I had already showed that D Live one came in, and that's on the first paid plan. So essentially what I'm saying is on Restream, you get up to 5. You can put your Twitch, your
Oh,
Facebook,
okay.
your YouTube, your Twitter, your LinkedIn. That's about
Right.
5. I've
Yeah.
got 5 connected on the first tier payment plan.
Right.
And on StreamYard, you don't. So again, that's just another added bonus with going with Restream because you have more platforms just on the first level payment.
And let me ask you guys if you think that there's a quality difference between Restream and StreamYard, because I've only used Restream like once or twice previously, but I've been interviewed on StreamYard before, and I felt that there was a quality difference, but maybe it was in my head. So I was curious.
I don't know. I
Okay.
don't know. I guess I'd have to go back and watch this video being streamed and just pay kind of attention to it to
Okay.
see if there's a
On the
difference in.
settings.
I
I
thought
do
I
like
felt Restream was
Restream.
better.
I mean, this is my first time using Restream. I've used StreamYard and I like this back end a lot more. I like some of
Right.
the functionality that it has a lot more. It's close and the pricing is close. But I like the pairing option a lot. I'd have to look to see and rewatch this to see if what the quality looks like. I don't know.
Yeah, I was just curious. 'Cause I
So
I
didn't
don't
see.
Restream for the win. I know, right? Okay, so let me just talk about another platform, and I'm gonna
Mhm.
go with EvaMux because we tried that, and it seemed like when I was streaming on them, they had really high quality, clear output, visual output or resolution out. So I don't know. And sometimes I tend to think that a recorded or a recording is going to be a little bit higher quality than a stream, right? Like when you're pushing out.
Mhm.
So I guess it just depends. If you were recording, you'd probably get a much better quality than a live in that sense.
Okay. Okay. And what was the name of the other platform that you just mentioned?
EvaMux, which is super brand
EvaMux.
new. Eva,
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I'm not familiar.
EVMUX. Right. So they just had their, oh, they just released everything in January. I was part of that. So I've been playing with that. And I know me and Chris actually had a live where we tested it out, the pros and cons of that new software. We gave them a little bit of our feedback as to
Mhm.
when it came to comments and things that we could do or we couldn't do or things that we would like to help
Right.
with production value.
Yeah.
But they still don't have LinkedIn comments populating in the chat. So that was one of those drawbacks.
Right.
So with Restream, and this is a drawback that Restream still has. If you go into the chat right now, Deanna, and you try to say, "Hey, thanks everyone for being here,"
Yeah.
your message will populate and it will send it out. So go ahead and try, "Hey," or follow me on YouTube or a call to action, right? So let's say you get a call to action ready. You're going to pop it in the chat and you're going to send it out to your audience. Everyone that's tuning in, I want you to connect with Deanna. Here's her LinkedIn.
Right.
Here's her YouTube. Please follow her. Right. Go ahead and do
Oh,
it because I want everyone to, get you a couple more.
I gotta grab my YouTube.
Yeah.
While you guys are talking.
Thanks for the avocados. Thanks for the avocados. Always bringing
Let me see if I copy it
avocados.
from my phone and do that.
But in that sense, you drop it out to them. They can click on it. It's super fantastic, right? Because you can't do that on Zoom. But the problem with this is that LinkedIn won't receive it. LinkedIn is one of the platforms
Oh.
that it'll go to your YouTube, it will go out to your Facebook, it'll go out to the Twitch, it'll go out, but LinkedIn has to kind of catch up
Oh.
on that. Again, they're always on the
Yeah.
last
Yeah.
ones to kind
Yeah.
of say, "Oh, we can't receive those comments
Right.
coming from the show, from the host."
Gotcha.
Yeah, so it is frustrating. So technically what we've always done is you have your LinkedIn chat open in one window and you have the rest of
Mm.
the chat here. So there, go ahead and follow Deanna on her Carbon Silk YouTube.
Interesting. Oh, you
Yeah.
know what's
So
funny is that okay, so maybe you already knew this. Maybe this is what you're talking about. I just shared that,
mhm,
but next to Facebook, it has a big red X, and
mhm.
next
Oh.
to YouTube, there's a check mark. Is that because Facebook hates YouTube that it won't share to that?
Well, you can go to your Facebook. I'm not sure
Let
why
me
Facebook won't let you.
see.
But again, when it comes to these live streaming software, these are the perks, right? This is why it outbeats Zoom any day. If you're going to be
Right.
doing this and you're going to be engaging and you really want your audience to be engaging back, peace, y'all. Bye, Salty. Thanks for all
Bye.
the
Yes,
interesting
thank you.
comments. We'll see you next Tuesday, my friend. Facebook
Facebook
sucks, for
sucks.
lack of a better word. And I know you got those words, but thank you for not sharing them on this stream.
Oh.
But, it's really nice in the sense where you can
Oh, yeah,
share,
it
you can
should.
pull your call to actions on your guest. You could share their information and really make sure
Right.
that your guest, gets some sort of, um, enjoyment out of their presence on your show, right? Like
Right.
they're getting a subscriber, maybe they're getting a new connection, networking. So,
Yeah.
anyways, we've learned a lot. My God, I'm talking a lot
This
this
Yeah.
episode.
This is
yes.
really helpful and educational for me.
The pear
Um,
seed.
Honestly, I think this is more like I gain out of
right.
these
You
Tuesday
go,
talks,
girl. Hey,
right?
that's why we're here, though, and then we're
I'm with
building a
him.
community. Yeah, see that was it. That was it.
Mm,
Yeah.
Mm, 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 mm,
Definitely.
mm.
I mean, honestly, look how many people are here that you paired it with
right.
because
Yeah.
you have an audience, DJ,
Right.
on, well, Twitch and
And
LinkedIn.
LinkedIn.
So, yeah. So, I mean, you
Yeah.
brought them.
Well,
You
next
brought them.
time
Props
I
to you.
will pair as well. It didn't even occur to me to do
Oh,
that.
well, we're just like you're
Yeah.
we're learning, and
It's a
I love
learning experience. All
It
of this is an
is.
experience.
And this is
So
only what, the
I'm
third
happy.
week we've done this.
Yeah.
The first two, I mean, first 2 weeks have been glitchy.
To say the least.
I mean, user error, I'm gonna say. I really try to get Zoom to work, right?
I
Because
told
I
her
pay
about
for it every year. I'm
Yeah.
like, I
recently.
just do the annual, but that's a terrible option for
Yeah.
live stream. I was hopeful. I was
Yeah.
hopeful.
You tried it. It didn't work. Move
No,
on. Fortunately, there's
exactly.
other options.
Yes,
Mm,
definitely. A
So that
virtual
works.
master class.
yeah,
Oh, I like that, Billy. A virtual
Yeah,
masterclass.
sounds
That's
like
cool.
it.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's what we should do.
right?
well, me and Deanna
Every
are in one, a
Yes,
private
we
one, a
are. We'll run a
private,
Yes.
mastermind.
private
Yeah. Yeah, yeah,
masterclass.
yeah. For
But
sure.
I
Yeah.
mean, maybe like a group one or open one or a public one. That would be great.
Yeah.
Send the deets, Billy.
Yeah.
Ah,
I've always wanted to have my own conference, but I don't know. Um, I don't want the headache of like as much as I love being part of in-person
you don't
conference,
wanna plan one.
there's a lot of headaches that go into an in-person conference where virtual is just, it's easier, right?
Yeah,
It's so much easier. Just here it is. You set everything up and I
right.
don't know. Yeah, I
One
always
of
thought
these
that would be a
days.
lot of fun.
I
Yeah.
want to know from Anthony then. He's planning his virtual summit. How's that going, Anthony? I mean, that takes work. And I'm going to be a moderator on one of his sessions. So
Oh,
thank you for the
nice.
invitation to be a
Really? Oh,
moderator.
awesome.
Yes, I'm so excited. And that's going to be April 29th.
Oh, cool.
Send the
Fun.
details,
What is it
Anthony.
on?
Kidney trails.
Oh,
And his
Oh,
kidney
that's right.
trails. Right. Yeah. So he can send some information there. And I wanted to talk about his publishing company. I want more on that because
mm.
originally they had asked if we had books. And I've been writing one ebook, but I keep getting asked if I'm writing a book. And I keep getting told you should write a book. It sounds to me like you
Oh,
should be writing a book. And I'm like, oh, so the more you hear it, it's like,
yeah.
you're writing a
When you
book.
keep hearing it, you have to.
Yes, Alex is a speaker.
Mm.
So
At the summit.
Alex got
Okay.
selected, right? Amazing. And Rob, thank you for being here. The Drunken Grape. I got some amazing friends. What's going, Rob? Oh, he
Anthony.
jumped on LinkedIn. But
Oh, I
Anthony,
love it.
yes,
Anthony, if you're still on, if you have a link for your summit, share
please.
it.
I'm
Oh,
gonna
Yeah,
yeah.
drop it in. I'm curious.
He's helping me publish your book. I'm so excited.
Oh
That's
my goodness, that's
great.
awesome.
Oh,
Yes.
nice.
And for me, it is important, right? So in my work, if I wanted to write a book, it's important that I partner with a company like that, right? That has really good social awareness and really
Right.
doing good work. So for me,
Yeah.
that's winning, right? Those are the kinds
Yeah.
of businesses, going back to entrepreneur and why we're here,
Mhm.
moving forward, growing our business.
Right.
What can we do that's already something that we're probably already doing? And we're like, wow, the knowledge is in here. Now it's
Mhm.
just maybe getting the bits and pieces out. Your Saturday night, Mackenzie talks about that on their streams, really about just writing a little bit every day. Just get down and
Mhm.
get it out. And pretty soon, it's going to accumulate and you're going to have it. So, all right. Anthony said, let's see. Well, it's going well. the last few details completed, I am trying to encourage the last speaker. That is
Me.
me.
I
Love
feel
it.
that statement. I totally feel that statement.
I know, right?
Love it. And this is your first summit, right? This is his first summit. So, we want many more for years to come. We want this to grow and
Yes.
bring awareness to the experiences of people that have been through dialysis, have had a kidney transplant, and really how we can support that community and have them have more opportunities for life and really success. And it's expensive, there's just so much that goes on
Yeah.
in our members of our community that have these medical challenges that really they have to take care of themselves. So we want to support that.
Absolutely.
Excellent. Wow.
Yes.
Interesting.
Good.
Oops, we've got Biggie Smalls. Biggie is up.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
And I know. So now he's like, hey, I want to be in on the show.
I want attention.
Yes. And Biggie Smalls is my chihuahua. I don't know if you saw it.
oh, I really thought it was going to be a big dog.
No, this is no, he's not what to say. No, he's an 11-pound chihuahua named Biggie.
Oh,
And
nice.
if he hears me talking on a call or doing a
Comes
Zoom or
running.
anything, yeah, he wants in on it. So yeah, he's awake
funny.
now.
Too funny.
I love it. Alexandria is just like, look at her. She's just like everybody's cheerleader. I love her.
Yeah.
And
that's an Ohioan. Is that how you say it? Ohio? Are you? Alex, I don't know if I'm in Ohio.
Yeah, isn't it? Ohioan?
No, yes, I don't know. I don't know if I've ever
Ohioan.
said that.
Yeah.
Ohioan. So
yeah,
Alex
Ohioan.
I know.
Yeah, Ohio people are pretty cool people.
Kidneys and transplant, and the third day's for businesses. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
12.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
We have an amazing community. We really do. And it really takes a lot of working together and really inspiring people to get out and share their messages, right? Get on video, share your message. Because you're changing lives. You can really be helping someone move forward.
Right.
Yeah.
So the power of video is really incredible, and it should be implemented in any business strategy.
I agree. I couldn't have said it better myself, DJ. Completely agree.
I don't want. Billy asked if I would be open to adopting 2 cockapoos.
Ours.
You know what? One Biggie Small is enough in the house.
I know, right?
Some days I think he would love to have a friend, and then other days I'm like, oh, but that's a lot. Although he really is an easy dog. I'm just spoiled. I'm spoiled being an empty nester and having adult children. The dog is the only thing left to take care of.
How old is he anyway?
7.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's 7. Oh, 2
wow,
mastiffs.
mastiffs.
Oh, you got big dogs.
No kidding.
Big dogs too.
I'll take the cockapoos. Thank you.
I'm with Chris. I've got some pit bulls.
Oh, you do?
You do? I don't think I knew that.
I have 3.
3
Oh,
pit bulls?
wow.
Holy cow.
Yeah, they're rescues. I went through my rescue phase, and it's like once you rescue them and you make that commitment. Yep, I know you got 3, Chris. That's why I dropped that for you. But they each have their own crate. You got to be responsible. For me, I don't like having all 3 out at the same time, so I rotate them. They know, they can. It's their safety. They can sleep. They can lay down. They got their whatever. So I try to be super responsible, and they're older. I mean, they're getting up there. I got one of them was a puppy, and he's so old. His name's Bruno. He's like mine, right? My daughter has hers, and so yeah.
Oh, nice.
Big dogs have big poops. Yes. Woo! That's so true. But I made the commitment when I rescued them, and I want to fulfill that. But definitely going with small dogs next time, or maybe a cat.
Really?
Maybe a cat, maybe a cute little fluffy cat. I don't know.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
But
That's
pets
crazy.
are so important, and
they are. They're fun, but they are a lot of work. I mean, we travel a lot, so it's really just finding that one person that you can trust. Right. Because when we do travel, we don't board him. We don't board him like in a big facility, right? Or a business. like a
Right.
business, right?
Mm.
We have somebody who does it out of their home,
Oh, okay.
and it's their business, but it's just a little bit different, right? And
Right.
everybody's different on what their needs are and how their dogs react and all that. So I'm not judging if anybody does take them to
Right.
like a border,
Mhm.
everybody's different scenarios. But Biggie, he was rescued. He was afraid. He still is afraid of his own
Aw.
shadow and loud noises. And, he'll
Mm.
he's a
Okay.
little
Fireworks,
skittish. I mean,
right?
he's come
Yeah.
a long way, but he's still skittish. So, you know, just
He's
putting
got the
him
business
somewhere in somebody's
mascot.
Yeah.
home makes it a little bit
Yeah.
Business mascot.
Wow.
I know. Alex, I was laughing too. Billy's got the best comments. Oh
Oh, I
god.
love it. I love
Uh,
it. Well, I
this
wanna
is
say
so
we're
much
about 5
fun.
minutes
Yeah.
left, so before the hour, and I know everybody's got some stuff to do today, but
Yeah.
I just wanna say thank you so much for joining in. Uh, all the guests who have
Yeah.
been hanging
Thank
out,
you
you guys are
guys. Yeah.
awesome. You guys are just I mean, the conversation was great, and you guys are funny. Some of you are really
Yeah.
funny, and
Yeah.
yeah. But this was fun, and ladies, thank you. Thank
You're
you for
welcome,
joining me
Ew.
Deanna.
again.
Yes.
Anytime.
Thank you, Chad. Thank you, Billy. Thank you, Mackenzie. Thank you, Chris.
Yes,
Thank you,
Yes. Thank
Alex.
you all.
Thank you, Anthony, for contributing. Let's see who else came by. It's just great to see everyone and have these couple.
everybody.
Rob,
Yes.
Tim was here, Salty was here. So many amazing, wonderful people. So
Yeah.
Honestly, this
Excellent.
was awesome. This was a lot. As always, it's fun, and that's why we're doing it, right? This
Yeah.
is just a fun way to come on and just have some real talk, and it has been.
Oh, Billy says, I'm glad I found you guys. Great conversation and content. Oh, thanks so
Oh,
much, Billy.
thank
That's
you.
cool.
Thank you,
Yeah.
thank you.
we appreciate you.
Yeah.
Yes,
Thank you.
absolutely. Well, I guess
Oh, found you ladies.
Yeah, I'm a dog sitter. Yeah, we don't board pets.
we're all good. I don't care.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me.
Doesn't bother me either. I'm
I'm
guilty of
gonna.
saying that as well.
I try not to say that. I try to be a little bit more inclusive and not say so. Everyone,
I know.
friends.
Right.
But you get used to it, right? Because
I know.
that's
But
just
on my first stream, the first couple streams, it's really difficult to break that habit of saying that. So it was like,
Yeah.
hello, everyone. And a couple times I even had to self-correct on stream, like trying to cut
Yeah.
out that word and be a
Right.
little more inclusive. So
Right.
everyone, what's going on,
Yeah.
friends?
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
she ate her breakfast
Oh,
with us.
Thank you, Alex. All right. Now we're closing up
Cool.
shop. We went from
Excellent.
poop to breakfast Tootsie Rolls. I don't know. I love
Well,
it.
watch for us next Tuesday, 9:00. Edie won't be here because she'll be
No,
traveling
I'll
to
be
Texas.
traveling.
But if anybody wants to hop on with us and have this conversation, there's no script. You just witnessed what this was like. If you want to join DJ and I, shoot me an email. You can go to my website, carbonsilk.digital, and just fill out the contact form and just say, hey, I was watching you and I'd love to be a guest. And we'll get you on here. I don't know if there's a limit of how many people we can actually have on Restream, but we'll figure it out, right?
9
If
to 10.
anybody wants to, hop
Yeah.
on with us. Take Edie's
All
spot
right.
for a week or two.
Yay.
All right, everyone. We'll catch you later. Thank you so much for joining
Thanks,
in.
guys.
Thank
Bye.
you, everyone.